Hello, this is Master Hughes. Everybody's been asking me, why haven't you been online? Well, I've been busy finishing our new movie along with Bigfoot. And we're delayed. We're going to hopefully have it done within 90 days. It was delayed because of the excessive rains that we have had for months down here. And we went out and got it done. And I am using DaVinci Resolve to edit the new movie. Now, I used to use Magics, and I liked Magics, but Magics couldn't get their problem solved, and they didn't have the necessary things to shoot professional movies with. Now, when I wanted to put out a video on a disc, a Blu-ray disc, Magics did great. It was fine. But we were having problems with getting Magics past the strict quality control standards for the movies that are going online. We couldn't do it. And so we have pretty much dumped Magics, and we are using Resolve now. I'm going to load up the movie and give you a little sneak preview. Now, using Resolve, I have found it to be fast. Now, we did have to build a bigger computer to run it. Let's be honest. A good card to run Resolve with, a video card, is probably going to cost you $600. Then you got to have the right computer behind it. I can't run it on as cheap a computer as I was running Magics. Okay. So we built a new computer, and we've been using Magics, and I love the layout. I'm going to see it here past here where you can see. Here we have, along with Bigfoot, part of it is here on the scene. And let's see here. Sorry about that, I'm going crazy. The layout is a little bit different. If you could run an editor, you can run Resolve. It does take a little bit more knowledge because it has a lot of stuff in it. It comes with it. It's free, and you can do certain things with it, but I think if you want to do 4K with it, you got to pay. And it was $300, but I was paying $200 a year with just Magics and having a lot of issues that they couldn't seem to get straight. So I went to Resolve. It's running great. I did have to put it in a spare drive to use Resolve, a separate drive just for the Resolve, if you want to set it up right so that you can get the most speed out of it. And I have found that Resolve actually, it will beat Magics. On exporting a 1920 times 1080 timeline, it will beat Magics hands down. It's fairly fast. Now, it does take quite a while if you want to do 4K. 4K puts a lot of stress on the whole computer system. It really takes a lot. Let's take a look here at something. Let's go back here. This is towards the end of the movie. Of course, we're finishing the end right now, so I have to keep part of it secret. All right, you understand. You can watch it on Amazon when it comes out. And it's very easy to put titles in with Resolve. And so here I have a title. And you can see it plays smooth, very smoothly. And we're using the MXF files, and we're using, let's see, MP4 files. And so the MXF file is a L file from Sony. And that will bog down a lot of editors. A lot of editors don't play the Sony L file and everything. But let's take a little bit closer look and see how it goes. Hold on here.
Listen,
You and him been doing what for 20 years?
we have been hunting out here at this cabin for the past 20 years. You know that. Don't be silly.
What do you mean he's missing?
He's gone, not answering emails, not returning any phone calls. Went to the cabin to drop off my stuff. No Biff. Doesn't look like he's been there.
Sure he ain't been out hog hunting?
You know, it's possible, but this is not the good time of year for the hunt. So, any ideas?
You sure he's missing?
I am absolutely positive. Swear to God, here's the last time. Yeah, a week ago. The last time I had something from him.
That don't sound right.
No, that's not Biff. This is hunting. This is his one time a year to get out of the house.
Did you go back there looking for him?
I did go back and look for him. My stuff's sitting on the...
So you can see the Resolve is playing it very smoothly, and we're using the original L files and all, and so we're not using a surrogate file to make it easier to play. It's handling it, it's doing it very well, and the timeline is very smooth on Resolve. And I don't want to give much away about the movie, just talking about Resolve. I use Sony cameras. I'll talk about the cameras later, but take a look at this. All right, I'm not giving it all away, but Resolve is working great for us in the movie, and it's giving us more of the tools we need than Magix gave us, and it's working very, very well. We've been busy getting in special effects and all this kind of stuff, and dealing with the weather and the actors. And Resolve is that we're using a 4K monitor to play Resolve on, and we're actually shooting in 4K. Now, I'm sorry, the movie's going to be available in 1920 times 1080p, which is still awesome because Amazon doesn't do 4K movies yet. So anyway, Resolve is great. If you're interested in using Resolve, you understand it's going to take more money, a bigger computer, a bigger graphics card, but it may be worth it. Just depends. If you're shooting YouTube movies, you don't need something like Resolve, but you could use it. You could use it if you're just doing 1920 times 1080. You're going to have to definitely have the bigger graphics card if you're using the 4K. This is Master Hughes. I am busy finishing the movie along with Bigfoot. It's coming along. We're getting very close. It's raining outside again today, but it must end even in Texas. And as soon as it does, we're getting the final shots done. This movie is going online. This is Master Hughes. Bye-bye.